Hello students, in our last lecture we have already studied about present continuous tense or present progressive. In this lecture of today we are going to study about present perfect. Okay, first of all, identity. If at the end of a Hindi sentence, if at the end of a Hindi sentence there is खाया है, पिया है, सोया है, उठा है, बैठा है, घुमा है, फिरा है, नचा है, कूदा है, etc. और चुका है, चुकी है, चुके हैं, etc. Then it is said to be in present perfect tense. Is it clear? At the end of a Hindi sentence, there will be चुका है, चुकी है, चुके हैं और खाया है, पिया है, सोया है, उठा है, बैठा है, घुमा है, फिरा है, नाचा है, कूदा है, etc. Is it clear? And example, राम खाना खा चुका है means here there is चुका है at the end of the Hindi sentence, so it is called this sentence is in present perfect. Like this, गोपाल अपना काम नहीं किया है, नहीं किया है, तो here नहीं किया है, it shows a present perfect. Is it clear? Next, structure. What is the structure of present perfect? That means in present perfect tense, which form of verb is used to, or what we use in present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, we use have or has plus third form of verb. In present perfect tense, we use have or has plus third form of verb. That means we use the past participle form of the verb. We use the past participle form of the verb with the helping verb have or has. Is it clear? With the helping verb have or has, we use past participle form of the verb or simply third form of verb. Now the question arises, where we shall use has and where we shall use have. Okay, has is used to it the TPS subject. When the subject is TPS, means when the subject is third person singular number. When the subject is third person singular number. Third person singular number means he, she, it, he, she, it or any name. He, she or it or any name. When the subject is he, she, it or any name, then we shall use has plus third form of verb. And for others, means for the subject I, for the subject we, for the subject you, for the subject they, means when the subject will be I or we or you or they or plural number or plural number. Plural number means more than one, means birds, teachers, students, doctors, pencils, etc. Okay, when the subject is third person plural number, first person and second person, that means it is 1, 2, 3p. Okay, 123p. When the subject is 123p, then we shall use have plus third form of verb or have plus past participle form of the verb. And when the subject is TPS, means third person singular number, then we shall use has plus third form of verb or has plus past participle form of the verb. Is it clear? And the formation will be like this. First of all, subject will come, then have or has, then third form of verb, then object. And in negative, after have as we shall use not. Subject plus have or has plus not plus third form of verb plus object. And in interrogative, we shall use have or has plus subject plus third form of verb plus object. And in interrogative negative, we shall use have or has plus subject plus not plus third form of verb plus object. Or we can use have or has plus not plus subject plus third form of verb plus object. Is it clear? And in WH question, we shall use first of all WH word means what, where, when, how, which, whose, etc. Then have or has plus subject plus third form of verb plus object. Is it clear? So these are the formation of different kinds of sentences. That means affirmative, negative, interrogative, negative, and WH word. Is it clear? Now we shall study the uses of present perfect tense, where we shall use present perfect tense. Okay, where we shall use present perfect tense means what are the cases? Which are the cases we shall use present perfect tense in our writing or in our speaking? Is it clear? Uses. Okay. Number one, to express a past experience. To express a past experience. Past experience. Is it clear? To express a past experience, we shall use present perfect tense. Okay. Example. I have seen the Taj. I have seen the Taj at Agra twice. TWICE twice. That means the act of seeing the Taj at Agra is my past experience. Okay, so I have used present perfect tense. Is it clear? Next, number two, and which are the other cases? It is said that to express an action, that has recently, recently, that has recently been completed. Is it clear? What happened? To express an action that has recently been completed means we shall use present perfect tense for an action that recently means lately, lately means just now. Okay, just now completed. Okay. For instances, or for example, she has just arrived. ARRIVED. She has just arrived from school. Okay. So here the act of arriving from school or from the school has already completed, and that action has completed just now. So we used present perfect tense. You can see here the adverb just has been used. If in the sentence I shall tell you lately, or I shall tell you later, that if in the sentence there are adverbs or adverbial phrases, then we use present perfect. Not always, but sometimes we also use past indefinite for some adverse or adverbial phrase. Okay. So to express an action that has recently been completed, we use present perfect tense. Next, to express, next to express an action, to express an action, you have to express a past action. Okay, to express a past action, to express a past action for which no fixed time, for which no fixed time has been mentioned. mentioned. We shall also use present perfect tense for a past action. Means the action will be past, and for which no fixed time has been mentioned. Hence there will be no fixed time. Past action means there will be some time, fixed time, but when we are using present perfect, then we shall not use any time, any particular time. Past fixed time means any particular time we shall not use. Okay, example, I have seen a snake. I have seen a snake in the garden. I have seen a snake in the garden. That means the act of seeing a snake, the act of seeing a snake is a past action, and there is no past time, there is no particular time, and there is no fixed time. So present perfect tense has been used. I have seen, not see, seen. I have seen a snake in the garden. That means I have already seen the snake. So the act of seeing the snake is past. So present perfect tense has been used. Next, to express a past action, next rule number 4. Okay, to express a past action that began, began in the past, that began in the past and still continues, and still continues, NUES. Or you can say to express an action that began in the past and still continues. Okay, we are using present perfect tense for a past action. That means for an action that started in some time in the past and still continues. That action is still continues. Okay, so in this type of sentences we generally use for or since. When we are expressing such type of action, then we use for or since. That means in such type of sentences, since or for plus time, since or for plus time is used. Is it clear? Example, I have not seen him. I have not seen him for Monday last. Since, not for, since Monday last. Since Monday last. Since Monday last. You will say Sir, was for wrong? For was not wrong to use. But when we are using Monday last, then the use of for is incorrect. Here the use of since is right. Here the since is correct. But if we are using for, I have not seen him for 10 months. For 10 months. Then the sentence will be right. I have not seen him for 10 months. Is it clear? So, in this type of sentences, we generally use since or for. Okay? And you will read next in present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect continuous tense. Okay. We use since or for plus time. And in present perfect also we use since or for plus time. That means we can use either present perfect or present perfect continuous tense when there is the use of since or for plus time. That means in this sentence we can also use I have not seen him since Monday last, or I have been I have been going I have been going to Delhi, or I have been going to Delhi for 2 hours. Okay, this is present perfect continuous tense I am telling. This sentence can't be right in present perfect continuous because here the verb is see. Okay, we have already studied that we can't use continuous tense with the verb see. There are some special cases I have already told you. For that reason, I couldn't use present perfect continuous with the verb see. For that, I wrote the verb go. I have been going to Delhi for 2 hours. Is it clear? Okay. There should not any confusion. I told present perfect tense is used to for a past action that began in the past and still continues. In this type of sentences, we use since or for plus time. For example, I have not seen him since Monday last. Is it clear? And then I told we can also use present perfect continuous tense if in the sentence there is since or for plus time. For that, I gave another example. I have been going to Delhi for 2 hours. I couldn't give the example of present perfect continuous tense with the verb see because the verb see can't be used in continuous tense. Is it clear? Okay. Next, we use present perfect tense with the adverbs or adverbial phrases like this. Means with the adverbs or adverbial phrases like already, 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 since, or for, or always, 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 often, 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 ever, ever, never, recently, 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 just, now, just now, up to now, yet, okay, so far, yet, so far, during the, days, during the days of week or year, week or year, etc. These are the adverbs or adverbial phrases with which we use present perfect tense. Okay, with which we use present perfect tense. Is it clear? If there is ever or never or recently or just now, up to now, yet, so far, already, since or for, always, during the days of week, during the days of year, etc., then we shall use the present perfect. Sometimes we also use past indefinite or simple past with these adverbs. Is it clear? You can give example. Okay, example. I have I have never I have never seen him. I have never seen him. I have never seen him. Or you can say I have never seen him before. I have never seen him before. Okay. Next, these are the rules we read, we studied where present perfect tense is used. Now we are going to study present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So what is the identity? Present perfect continuous tense identity. If at the end of a Hindi sentence there is से रहा है, से रही है, से रहे हैं, etc. with time. Okay, से रहा है, से रहा है, से रहा है, से रही है, से रही है, और से रहा है, से रही है, से रहे हैं, से रहे हैं, etc. with time. Remember, etc. with time. Okay. Then it is said to be in present perfect continuous tense. से रहा है. Don't think that से रहा means laying eggs. No. से रहा means the action will be done, will be completed in Hindi sentence. से रहा है plus time. मतलब it means सुबह से. It means सुबह से. Okay. शाम से, रात से, like this. Give example. वह सुबह से, वह सुबह से खेल रहा है, वह सुबह से खेल रहा है, वह सुबह से खेल रहा है. Means at the end of the Hindi sentence there is से रहा है, से रहा है with the time सुबह, सुबह से खेल रहा है. ओके. वह सुबह से पढ़ रहा है, वे 5 बजे से सैर पर जा रहे हैं, etc. Is it clear? And the structure, that means what we use in present perfect continuous tense. We use have or has plus been plus verb plus ing. Okay. In present perfect continuous tense or present perfect progressive, we use have or has plus been plus verb plus ing. You already know that where we shall use has and where we shall have. Okay. With TPS we use has, and for the rest we use have. I have, we have, you have, they have, children have, students have, but he has, she has, Ram has, Sita has, etc. Okay, with have or has, we use been plus present participle form of the verb. Is it clear? That means when there is continuous tense, when there is progressive, we always use the present participle form of the verb with some helping verb or with some auxiliary verb. Is it clear? In present perfect continuous tense, we also use since or for. Since or for plus time. Since or for plus time. Is it clear? Since is used for point of time. Since is used for point of time. And for is used for period of time. For a period of time. Try to understand. Since is used for point of time. Point of time means there will be one point. For example, since morning. Since morning. MORNING. Since morning. That means morning is one point. One point is morning. Okay. When there will be one point, you will use since. For example, since morning, since evening, since yesterday, like this. And the period of time means for 1 hour, for 1 hour, for 2 hours, for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, etc. Okay. So the use of a since or for. To remember this, there is one small rhymes or small singing sentences that in Hindi it is called that बजे बार सन तारीख आए, बजे बार सन तारीख आए, फॉर छोड़कर सिंस लगाए, बजे बार सन तारीख आए, फॉर छोड़कर सिंस लगाए और साथ में मोहरा का गाना बजाए. That means if there is बजे 5 बजे से 6 बजे से, then you will use since. Okay, सन 1997 से, सन 1947 से, then you will use since. Okay, बजे बार सन तारीख आए, फॉर छोड़कर सिंस लगाए. Is it clear? Next, we use present perfect tense where we shall read it. That means uses of present perfect continuous tense. I am just going to tell you where we shall use present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense is used to for a past action, yeah, for an action that began in the past, time and still continues and maybe continue for the future. Okay, started at some time in the past, still continues and maybe extended to future. For that we use present perfect continuous tense. Example, he has been ringing, ring. He has been ringing the bell for 10 minutes, MINS. Okay, he has been ringing the bell for 10 minutes. Here the action of ringing the bell, started in the past, started sometime in the past and still continues and may be extended to the future. For that reason we use present perfect continuous tense. Or we can say there is the for plus time, there is the use of for plus time in the sentence. So present perfect continuous tense has been used. In this sentence we can also use present perfect. He has rung the bell for 10 minutes. we can also use present perfect tense. Is it clear? Second rule. If in the sentence there is the use of for how long, for how long, for how long, okay, since when, when, since when. If in the sentence there is the use of for how long or since when, then present perfect continuous tense is used. Okay. Example: for how long, for how long, for how long have you been, for how long have you been living here? Living, living here. Is it clear? So you can see in the starting of the sentence there is the use of for how long. So you will use have been plus ing form or has been plus ing form. That means you will use present perfect continuous tense. Is it clear? So there are two rules for present perfect continuous. Okay, for today this much only. Thank you.